Okay, so I haven't done anything high since the first attempted video that I made, and I know that that was left hanging in a lot of places. I'm really good at starting a thought and then skipping on to another one because I have so much to say. So many things are important that I feel need to be known. And so I skip around and I will go back and maybe edit it or redo it. I don't know if anybody will ever see it but me. But that's what I'm doing anyway, is making another one. And there have been a lot of things that have happened and a lot of things that I have done since I made the first one. I don't even remember now if I showed any of the house and how it was, but I'm working on it to my best ability. I can't do all of the major work that needs to be done. I don't know if you can see how the walls, look at this wall. This is the room I'm working in right now because this is the spare room. Look at that paint job. And it's like that everywhere. Look at the ceiling. I don't know if I'm showing it. Where when the roller hits the ceiling. Yeah, you just leave it there. And this god-awful color. I'm sorry, God, but this is an awful color for a room. And this I just bought for 50 bucks. I went through a lot of different attempts at buying something like this, but this is so I can have stuff underneath it. I'm still not set with the arrangement yet. I'm going to get rid of that desk, and I think I'm going to move that little shelf over there to there and use that part of it for sewing. And I've got this really nice file cabinet, really sturdy, that I just got on the side of the road, free. That thing was that shelf that really, it's a cool shelf. I'll show it to you sometime. And I don't know, maybe I should have this turned around. I don't know if, because I'm doing it like the face reverse, selfie camera. Yeah. This room here, that's my kitty cat, Ricochet. This room here was an add-on. Now this is the newest room in the house, only a few years old, and it is in the worst shape because the floor is all swelled up from the water that is coming in through the roof, which wasn't done right. You can see I pulled the drywall away to see how bad it is down there, and you can see it gets soaking wet when it's raining, and it rains a lot here. And so that has to be redone. But that's going to require somebody with a little bit more professional experience than myself, or eventually I'll have to gain some experience and knowledge because I can't afford to hire contractors and stuff like that, like a lot of people. So I figure out how to do things for the most part myself. Look at the trim on that door, how wide it is. And look at the wall. You see it's got this stuff here, halfway up, just on that wall, and this wall too, over here. And you see up here they've got a trim on it, which, I mean, it's just really, really bad. Look at the paint job. It's just horrendous. I'm not even talking about the little holidays where you can see the white stuff behind there. It's just a mess. And look at this down here. This is the bathroom doorway. And all of I don't know if you can even see them. See how uneven that is? That's just the condition of the paint. How it's been redone over the years. And I gotta make sure it's not lead-based because I don't want to die doing it. I don't want to have to paint over it. And I can't afford to have lead-based paint removed by hazard, control people or whatever you call them. And yeah, the kitchen is something else, but I don't want to discuss everything right now. The thing is, I've done so many projects and figured out how to do things and ordered couches, didn't get them, stuff like that, because I don't have a truck, so I have to have things delivered, and local stores are too expensive. I'm going to go with Temu or Amazon, but they have their issues, and they gave me issues. See that wall? Can you see that? I don't even know if you guys can see that. If anybody can see that by that. I'm going to turn the camera around. There, now I can see what I'm showing you. How awesome is that, right? Yeah. What I'm seeing is what I'm filming. So that's that. That's how that is. Lovely. Lovely little faceplate, isn't it? And see right here where all the nails from the cable, the telephone cord that went through. I wasn't here when I got here. I did pull one out of the other room that was still attached to the wall. And anyway, this was, I got it. It was a craft table I got really cheap on Marketplace. And it was really big. And I want to put it in the room where I'm going to be working on crafts and everything and get a decent sized table in here, because maneuvering around this table is very difficult. And it's got shelves. It's got shelves on the other end too, which I love. But it doesn't fit a dining room actually set up. And it's higher. And yeah, I could fit a nice little table in here with the 4 chairs, you know, like the real, you know, small dining area. And I could use this in there, the spare room, for working on projects, crafts, wrapping gifts, all kind of things. It's still going to be plenty big enough. But I decided I was going to get determined and make it smaller, which is what I'm working on today. And to do that, I had to, because they had, you see that end down there? The way, that's where it screws to the shelves, and it's very, very sturdy. And I wanted to keep it that way. So I've taken a chunk off with my skill saw, circular saw. It wasn't actually Skill brand, but, and then I'm going to put the boards back on here in the right place. I just set my Gorilla Wood glue down and misplaced it, which I do on a regular basis because I'm 60 years old and I smoked a lot of pot in high school, I guess. I mean, I don't know why I do the things I do. And I can't find it now. Oh, I didn't go anywhere. I did go in to pick up this phone. And I actually made this the first time without pushing record. So I did walk through here before. Oops, I didn't push record. But I was attempting to record a video. And yeah, this is my mess just because I make a mess before everything gets cleaned. I mean, I don't mind a mess when I'm working on making no mess. I mean, I'm getting rid of the mess. So that's the way that goes. And I was reading this bottle of glue here, finding out if I'm supposed to put glue on one side or two. Storage, note, directions. Clean and dry. Okay. Apply glue generously on surface. It doesn't say 1 or 2. So before this dries, because I took so much time recording with no record button without recording, I'm going to add a little bit more to it. I don't want it to stick out, but it's the bottom side of the table, so I really don't care. I took off all the glue. I had to pry this off because it was glued very well on there. And I took a little saw and made the little miter cuts because I don't have a chop saw or a miter saw, but this was pretty quick and seamless anyway. Worked out pretty good. I think what I have to do though is drill down a little bit because this little grommet here, is sticking out. And it's not letting me set this down level, so let me go find my drill bits and see what I can do. I got one in here that's big enough. In here that's big enough. Yeah, I'm still trying to organize everything. And this room is going to have to be torn apart and fixed. And I have my boyfriend coming from California to help me. And that's going to be an issue because my daughter does not like him. But she's a Christian, so I have no doubt she will find it in her heart to give him a try. Because it's only right. So I just need to throw one of these bits in there and make a little space. Wait, I don't want to have to use my corded drill. I just want to use the Makita cordless. Maybe that'll work. Okay, so I'm going to shut that off and get back to work.